Not until the Earth got mapped did the urge to discover take us to another dimension, and it was the dimension of thought. October 4th, 1957, what happened? Sputnik gets launched, and we freak out. Some of you are old enough, were like cognizant at the time. We freaked out as a nation. Perhaps justifiably, because it wasn't just a satellite. Yes, it had the nice name Sputnik. You know what that means? It means fellow traveler. Oh, isn't that nice? Fellow traveler. It's just a basketball with sticks sticking out of it. Why should that matter? Sputnik was a hollowed out intercontinental ballistic missile shell. That was a shot across our bow. The Soviet Union had the new high ground. They were flying over our heads, and there was nothing we could do about it. So we created, among other things, NASA. A year and a day later, NASA's a civilian space agency, signed into law by an act of Congress. But who were the astronauts? They were military pilots. So wait a minute, if it's a civilian agency, we got military. What's going on here? Of course, NASA is created in reaction to a threat, and money flows like rivers. The war driver is in effect. The war driver. It's not how we remember it. We say, NASA, we explored the moon. We're discoverers. We're Americans. This is what Americans do. We're explorers. In the day, everyone has said, we're going to the moon. Well, Mars is next. Mars is next. No, it's not next. It would be next if you go into space because you're an explorer. If that's why you went into space, Mars would be next. We go to the moon because we perceive a threat. We go to the moon. Then we find out Russia is not really getting there. Soviet Union is not. We stop going to the moon altogether. And there are people saying, oh, we stopped going because we need leaders and people with charisma like Kennedy. And it's like, no, that's delusional. Well, look at Kennedy's speech. We will put a man on the moon, return him safely to Earth before the decade is out. That was stirring words. Those were stirring words. Given in a joint session of Congress, May 25th, 1961. He had charisma, you'll say. Is charisma on the list of why we did things? No. No. Go to Kennedy Space Center in Florida. There's a bust of Kennedy right at the front entrance, and a granite wall behind it. And chiseled in the wall are those words: we will put a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth. And you just feel, your spine tingles when you read that. You say, wow, that was an era where we really... Go back to his speech. Go back. 2 paragraphs before he said, let's go to the moon, he comments on Yuri Gagarin, who had just come out of orbit safely. The first human in space.